From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. Porter Airlines is joining 3 other Canadian airlines in resuming service to Puerta Vallarta today, after they had suspended flights because of widespread violence across Mexico, including in that popular resort city. Similar restarts were announced for today by Air Canada, WestJet, and Air Transat. Many tourists and locals in more than 24 states in Mexico have been sheltering in place to avoid the violence that broke out Sunday after drug cartel members reacted to the death of their powerful leader in a Mexican government operation. Now, the streets were eerily quiet in Puerta Vallarta a day after those fires and violence. Canadian Angela Kelleher, who has lived in Puerta Vallarta for a decade, says yesterday reminded her of those early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, and she wanted to help out her neighbors.
As I felt then, I was teary. I was really sad for my Mexican neighbors because I'm okay in my house. I've got a really comfortable house. It's large, it's comfortable. I've got a fridge full of food. I've got a pool. I have such privilege, but my Mexican neighbors do not.
Global Affairs Canada yesterday said 26,000 Canadians in Mexico had registered with Ottawa. When U.S. President Donald Trump stands before Congress tonight to deliver the annual State of the Union address, he'll be defending trade and immigration agendas that have stumbled in the face of legal setbacks and dire polling. More from Canadian Press reporter Kelly Malone.
Previewing the speech Monday, President Donald Trump said it would be long.
It's going to be a long speech because we have so much to talk about.
This will be Trump's 6th speech before Congress. Director of Debate for the University of Michigan, Aaron Cull, says those speeches and others have offered a mixed bag in terms of tone. Trump's first speech as president in 2017 painted a bleak picture of what he called American carnage. In his 2025 inaugural address, Trump spoke of a golden age for America and promised that the U.S. would be respected again all over the world. Cal says this year's State of the Union lands at a critical time for Republicans with midterm elections looming in November. Kelly Malone, the Canadian Press, Washington.
A new poll suggests trust in Canada's key institutions is on the rise as this country navigates tensions with the U.S. The annual Can Trust Index, published by Proof Strategies, surveyed 1,500 Canadians last month, and it found 4 in 10 said they have trust in governments. That's up from 36% last year. Bruce McClellan, chair of Proof Strategies, told the Canadian Press it seems there has been a Team Canada moment.
Where they're realizing that our values are pretty important and they're pretty good, and we should be putting more trust in each other, particularly in the face of this unfortunate threat from the White House.
45% said they trust small and medium-sized corporations and the news media, also up from last year. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, brand new Toronto Blue Jay from Japan, Kazuma Okamoto, hit a 2-run homer, his first as a Blue Jay, in the Blue Jays' 4-3 preseason loss yesterday to the New York Mets. Former Blue Jay shortstop Bo Bichette was not in uniform for yesterday's game with his new team, the Mets. The Blue Jays will host the New York Yankees today. In basketball, the Toronto Raptors enjoyed another night off. They'll host Canadian Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight at Scotiabank Arena. Last night, the San Antonio Spurs beat the Eastern Conference leading Detroit Pistons, the Spurs winning their 9th straight. The U.S. women's hockey gold medal winning team has declined an invitation from President Donald Trump to attend his State of the Union address tonight, citing timing and travel issues. Trump also invited the U.S. men's gold winning team. Scheduling will be a challenge for them too, though, as the NHL resumes on Wednesday. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.